Hello, hello. It's time to check in with today's messages. Messages, because there are many more, lots. Messages within messages for us, right? All the messages. Some of the messages, one of the messages. We will see. We will see. Oh, Arcturians are on it today. Is that this way? The orange, intention. The energy of intention helps you to confirm your choices, trust the choices you make, and know they are simply the best for you. Yes. Trust that everything will be all right. When you do, you serve both yourself and the other one. Follow your own path. Yeah. And set your intention, right? Beginning of your day. Today will be a great day. Today will be full of wonder and magic. Today will be magical. Today will be better than it was yesterday. And yesterday was a great day. I intend to see things clearly, openly, with love. I intend to see through love goggles. Okay. I intend to interact with the best versions of people today. Okay. And then we'll ask the ruins to further direct the messages today. I intend on receiving messages for the highest and greatest good of all. That one? Okay. Urus. There's noble. 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 Ooh, noble. Okay. Urus. Strength, power, health, endurance, and manifestation. The powerful bull stands strong and unyielding, and obstacles fall away before his confidence and strength. He possesses a deep calm, as fear has no place in his heart. He is absolutely certain of his own solidly grounded might. A bull, when encountered in your path, is a significant obstacle. Uruz is a rune of untamed power that is neither owned nor controlled. In a reading, it brings a message of strength, courage, and overcoming all that stands in your way. A primal life force, it indicates a time of great energy and health. Business ventures and speculations are successful. There is a sudden breakthrough, even when it all seems lost. Sudden or unexpected changes occur, usually for the better. Uruz represents the shaping of power and patterns and the formulation of the self. Wow. Okay, so there you have it. Set the intention of success, and you shall have it. And yeah, that unmovable, unshakable, confident owning, right? That's the power placed upon your intention. Is the fuel, is the fertile soil that the intention grows into manifestation or reality. Beautiful. Another three-way splitting. Okay. Oh, I just smell my beautiful rose. It smells so good. Look at this thing. Rugosa. Okay. One more time for good measure. And let's get into it. Let's pull and see what cards are for us, what we need to dive into. Ooh, coming out of safe spaces, leaving your comfort zone. Okay, confidently, with confidence. That one there, okay. Okay. For love, for balance, for overflowing cups. You have to leave your comfort zone in order to find it, to receive it, to engage in it, to be it. Beautiful. Okay, so we got this is divine union. This is cups coming together, supersizing and overflowing exponentially. Okay. So we've got destiny, truth, commitment, and expertise. Let's go over here. Oh, we got the star in the world. So that's beautiful already. We've got death and the lovers. This is transformation, release, death of the old for the new to be reborn. And love, divine union, and glorious beautifulness. This is ships coming in and your confidence in your cup, inflow, emotionally stable, open, and ready to share. Oh my goodness, we've got abundance in the physical realm, overflowing all of the abundance, and this is union. This, I mean, with these three, it's got to be internal and external love. It has to be. It has to be. It has to be. Okay, and then we have the boundaries and um, considering things from different perspectives. A different perspective. This is like waiting, hanging out. So I'm getting death and birth, like release, and because the levers are a fertile ground, right? You've got the masculine, feminine energies, whether within or without, they create a third element, right? A third thing. If it's internally, you create, well, internally or externally, it's planting seeds, it's creation, it's birthing newness, energetically and otherwise. And so with this death and transformation, right, you have to let go of the old in order for the new to be. So I'm getting this balance here, which of course is also the Two of Cups dichotomy. Okay, in this balancing state and coming out of your comfort zone, your safe space, your defenses, right? This is a walls made out of swords, right? But there's an opening here and the figure stepping out. One second. Sorry, I had to let the kitty in. She was running on the window. Okay. So we'll see. But this is super powerful and beautiful because well, look at it. We've got the star meant to shine. Okay, we've got destiny and also speaking your truth. This death and release, this transformation. Um, we'll see. We'll see what supporting cards come out here. But this is pretty much all the abundance, love, joy, stability, um, physical, internal. These three cards together are like a whole lot of holy moly. Okay. And the ship's coming in, this access to the world. This is also full circle. You at the center, like a recognition. This is like expertise, having a point of view, um, right? Like almost like looking out of the third eye. And this sort of destiny, this like pulling the sword from the stone. Um, only you can pull it, only you can remove it. But it's also like the sword of truth, right? Something. Another reader calls it the male passion stick. Um, but I get the sword in the stone vibes off of that. The claiming, that recognition, the intention, like reaching for the sword and being like, this is mine, right? And unwaveringly knowing that when you pull it, which is what actually breaks the spell that holds it in the stone. Okay, and setting boundaries here. I need to know more about what's going on over here because this is foundation, twin flames, right? We've got major balance doubling things going on here with those three, the lovers, the ships coming in, the boundaries here, creating boundaries. And this one is ancestral nudges, um, like your divine spirit signs and synchronicities. Okay, little things from the spirit realm that communicate with you. Hi, Nims. So I'm going to put this here tentatively until we see what else comes out. Because, to find your everything, it's about your connection with your higher self, right? Your ability to recognize the signs and synchronicities that lead you towards your foundation, your stability, your love, your balance. And because they come about in your thought realms, right? In your mind. And not all thoughts are messages from your spirit team. You have to have a level of boundaries um, and discernment, I guess. But this is the checking in with self, the grounding, the meditating state. This is how you find out which signs and synchronicities, well, all signs and synchronicities, but which thoughts are signs and synchronicities or, um, messages from your spirit team, right, Mims? Okay. And she's just plopping right down here, meaning that the details of the messages or the cards uh, aren't that important. Oh, she changed her mind. So now they're somewhat important. Okay, let's see what else. Who else is coming here? She likes to cause chaos. Chaos is something uncontrollable, right? It's something like a cat that comes over when you've got everything straightened and distracts you with their cuteness and their fluff and just messes everything up, changes, switches things around, moves things around. And so, uh, and so it is, right? Like this is that releasing control. What we got here? So the grounding and the connecting with intuition, grounding, centering, balancing, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. She also moved the signs and synchronicities over here. So, and she kind of forced me to put this meditation in this area here. But I actually want to put it there because this is tapping in, meditating, going within in order to determine when to create boundaries, right? This is a solid foundation. This is joyous union, divine abundance, celebration, gorgeousness. This is like a higher knowing about this. Okay, so this balancing state, I feel like this is what this Queen of Cups does. Looking at things from a different perspective, right? The hanging out, the going with the flow, being emotionally centered and stable. Okay, and then your intuition leading you to your abundance while you are in this balanced, um, centered, looking at things differently. That's the realm your intuition sort of thrives in. That's the fertile soil your intuition drops its seeds in. Huh. There was this little spit bug on the tip of my rose when I put it into the water, and it's crawling out. I see it. It's crawling out. It's like, I don't want to be in there. Do they fly? What's the deal with spit bugs? What's your deal, buddy? And why are you so spitty for? Okay, sorry. Distractions. Okay, that might be something that you need to create boundaries around or just be mindful of. Sometimes they are meant to bring you back into the now so that you're not too fixated on everything but the now, right? This is your divine spirit team, right? Your ancestors, your archangels, and your ascended masters rooting, cheering for you, okay? Working on your behalf in any way that they can. But everything, we do have free will, right? And so to accept help from your spirit team, you need to intend it. You need to accept. You need to give permission. Anything because of your free will. That is your binding. That's your boundary line, right? That's your front gate. Nothing has access to you. Nothing, unless you give it permission, unless you allow it, unless you use your free will. Okay, and so it is. That's all I got on that. Like Mims, she's using her free will to just sit wherever she wants to sit. Oops, even though she knows that sitting there is so right in the middle of what I'm doing. Pets are a really great way of staying in the now. Playing with your pet, right? Interacting with them, looking at them. They remind us. Okay, so this is the Nine of Wands, your spiritual garden that you tend to. Okay, and this is this balance of the balance within, right? We've got your intuition, we've got your meditation, we've got your checking in. These are all tending to your spiritual garden, right? We've got the solar plex, the chakra, the third eye chakra, and the soul star chakra, all connected, going down right into the earth. And these are like the spiritual bonds, blooms that you tend to. And and they just go everywhere. They go everywhere. Oh, source of love. A source of love. Okay, where did he go? Now I'm looking for that spit bug again. I lost him. Lost him or her. Yeah, also, having all these distractions and stuff like that, it's like it's bringing you into the now. It's taking your mind off of the things you are manifesting, right? Sometimes, well, most of the time, when you're manifesting something, you have to release it in order to receive it, right? Just like when you drop a letter off at the mail and you want it to get to where it's going, you have to write it, which is setting your intention, stick it in an envelope, and then drop it off in the mailbox, right? And you have to let it go. You have to release it. So these, oh, what's this? Aha. Okay, what's going on here? So this, there we go. Okay, so I feel like these are the your manifestations, or not your manifestations, your intentions, your wishes, your things that you have put into various versions of self, filled various versions of self with, like your cup, right? Also, like experience, different experiences. Well, if we are the cup, right, and what we consume, what we intend, what we fill ourselves up with, like liquid sunshine, um, overflows. And those versions of self that you need to let go of, where there were holes in the cup wasn't quite sturdy, we filled it with things that don't overflow, right? Or something like that. I feel like this death and release of those past versions needs to kind of go in there. And this choosing, this balance, this crossroads. I almost, where does it go? Here? Because it's like choosing love or choosing to remain in your safe and guarded space, but this person is leaving the safe and guarded space. So and here feels like it would be a choice between love or your ships coming in. And I feel like your love is coming in on your ships. So I don't feel like that's the choice. That's the crossroads. This is a balance. This is choosing flow. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in this reading. Very distracted, disjointed. Oh, there's the spit bug. Exhibit A, very distracted and disjointed. There's like lots going on, but so much, I don't know, like noise or uncertainty. I'm feeling a bit uncertain. Okay. Reciprocating relationships. This makes sense. This is what you leave your comfort for. This is what innate, this is love, right? Your divine balance love is going to be a reciprocating relationship, but you have to leave your safe space to have it. This is foundational, and this is the overflowing cuppage here. Okay, so the first thing that made sense so far. I kind of want to put this spiritual garden up here because this is your expertise, your commitment to self, right? And the balancing of the masculine and feminine, and how that will affect your world, the world, and your ships coming in. Okay, so there's something else that makes sense. And we'll leave this here because I feel like your spirit team, wants you to be balanced and abundant and have a solid foundation, a joyful, committed, balanced, solid foundation. Okay, that's what makes sense there. Okay, so this is the work, right? The work on releasing, the work on stepping out of your comfort zone, and balancing of self, and your hard work paying off. This can also be here for the same reasons. This is releasing and going with the flow. Your perspective, producing. No, the things that you've worked for, you're balancing, creating boundaries, and your solid foundation. No, this is your hard work. This is the work that you've done. This is your dedication. Is this here? Dedication to balancing, becoming a master at what you do, stepping out of your comfort zones, and remaining steadfast. Or here, because releasing and stepping out, is like picking up the sword. It's the active action. It's like your work, your dedication, right? Arthur pulls the sword out of the stone, and that's just the beginning. That's not the end of the story, right? That's just the beginning. What is he going to do with the sword now that he has it? Well, he becomes king. Well, what kind of a king, right? So this choosing to do the work and to remain dedicated enough that you've got this, visible production, um, is kind of like claiming your destiny. Or is this the work you've done to bring your ships in and it coming full circle? Right? We've got this full circle thing, like you're working on the last thing. So coming back around and that contributing to your ships coming in. Okay, that one over there makes the most sense out of all of them. Okay, there's transformation. That one makes sense there. Death and release, part of transformation, stepping out of your comfort zones that you create while you transform. And, doing the work is like claiming your life, right? And remaining dedicated, steadfast, unwavering. This reading, because of all the sort of hesitant figuring and understanding, it's almost like the roadmap to a life. Like you're destined for all this greatness and abundance, but the process of getting there has been through like these trials and tribulations, these like hesitancies and waverings of self and the recognition of self, which is all part of the journey, right? It's like when you're first learning how to trust your intuition, how to meditate, how to receive the signs and synchronicities that lead you along your pathway. I had this download yesterday about, if we, there's this theory that our souls, before incarnating in these physical forms, created little touchstones to show up along our path. And when we see them, there's like they glow slightly, or they vibrate, or they stand out in a certain way that makes us want to grab them, interact with them, take them, claim them. And these are like touchstones or stepstones, or what do you call those, sort of like checkpoints, leading you to your destiny, to where you're supposed to go. Like an example, I had the Octurian, which I was funny. I talked about it the other day, and then I went on this little errand looking for hole punches, and then I ended up looking in this box, and I came across the book, A Voyage to Arcturus. Okay, so like this, I was in a bookstore, and why did it, out of all the books, I think about bookstores, they're usually jam packed. This one was, piles of books on the floor, like they just didn't have enough space on the shelves. And I come across that book in particular, and it's like basically like a metaphysical story. It's crazy. It's one of those ones that you read over and over again throughout your life, and each time you're looking through it in a different lens and seeing different things. Like And then, coming across this the keys of the Arcturians, finding out, ending up going down a spiritual, like how all these things, like, was that a touchstone? Did I leave that for myself to find, you know? And so, because I feel like, well, the theory is that you create this thing, your soul blueprint, and then you come into this life wiped, your memory of having done that, and then you're left to just play out this game, and your free will and discovery and adventure and all that kind of stuff kind of leads you along the path, and you can go this way, that way, which other way to create um, the game for yourself. But there are little checkpoint places, little landmarks, little keystone points that help you along the way to make sure that you end up where you were meant to end up. And that's joyful, abundant, surrounded by love and harmony. Right? And this reading is kind of feeling like, well, my life, it's like 1 minute you're like, yes, I know what I'm doing. And then wait a second, where am I? What am I doing? What's that spit bug doing over there? Oh yeah, I'm doing this thing over here, right? Like full of distractions and uncertainty. But I think we are getting to a place in our lives now where there's just too many of these signs and synchronicities. There's too many of these nudgings and touchstones. It's like, before the spiral was big. And so, the odd one here and there. But I feel like the closer that we get to, the goods, the closer the spiral, the tighter the spiral gets, right? And so the little things there's more of them. Okay. And then we've got the King of Pentacles. So this is the solid foundation. This is the stable action master of the material realm. This guy gives me bull attitude. Well, he's even got the bull horns, right? So yeah, that mastery, the unwavering dedication, coming out of the comfort zones for sure, and the balancing of the masculine and feminine within. That's what creates a stable, sturdy foundation in the material realm. Okay, we've got strength and patience. This patient knight is ready to make the move. I feel like patience is linked with your ships coming in and love, right? And stability and creating boundaries. Boundaries are a form of tempering, a form of patience, right? You're not just going for at every, taking every step. You're cautiously, you're patient, you're particular. I have this thing with this knight in particular. The word just always comes up whenever he comes up. I don't know why. Okay. And then strength. I feel like by stepping out of your comfort zones, you strengthen your balance and ability to receive abundance. And this also strengthens your reciprocating relationships here, because you're not holding on to the past versions of you or them or anyone else, right? And so you're able to be more authentic in the now with your relationships. And that's really what leads to solid foundations of love. I don't think there's any more cards that represent love and abundance in this deck. I think we have them all out here. I mean, maybe the sun, the chariot. Chariot is about things moving in quick. Okay, and I want to stick it towards death, because death, every time you release something, think of it as like a bag of rocks that you're carrying. And the rocks are all the dead things, the dead weight. And every time you release them, you become lighter, and therefore you move faster, right? And so this fast moving chariot energy, also being able to go with the flow, right, with the Queen of Cups, and the considering things and looking at things from different perspectives, and it's bringing in abundance. Okay, the chariot, that's what the chariot is carrying or bringing. And we've got multiple moons here, so it's almost like abundance from all dimensions, which is interesting because I keep having dreams about people that are no longer in my life, in this dimension. And I'm just like, why are these people coming up, right? Like, and I had this thought, like, am I peering into alternative dimensions and like helping those versions release those people as well? Like, are we somehow karmically linked across all of our dimensional versions of self? And so you have to kind of heal all of them in order. I don't know, right? This is what I mean. Like, still trying to figure it out here. Okay, so this is holding back. Okay, whether self-imposed holding back for the good or the detriment, right? So like fear and pride, ego and pride, fear and doubt, those things can hold you back from making a move, right? But also patience and planning, right, is also an important. This is like the Knight of Pentacles, right? Being prepared, not overextending themselves on little things, just waiting and being prepared to move on the big things. And this is that boundary setting, right? It's like there's a time and a place to defend yourself or to speak your truth. You need to be able to discern that your audience is able to receive your truth, right? Otherwise, you're just using all this energy to try and explain yourself to people who, speak a different language or, have earplugs in or, right? And in those cases, like, you just don't bother. Don't waste your energy. It will be for naught, right? And so being able to recognize and hold yourself back from wasting energy on things. And I feel like this meditating and going within is what's going to help you determine, right? It's that taking a pause, assessing the situation, feeling into your heart space. Is this something that needs my energy or not? Is this something that I want to put my energy in or not? Okay. It may be time to hit up the oracles. Have them help us figure out what the heck. I mean, setting clear intentions. You need to quiet the noise, be confident and clear on what it is that you want, right? And being distracted and unsure is not it, right? But then there's the balance. With the whole sending the mail out, you have to release it, and so focusing on the now is a really great way to release that letter in the mail. Right? You're not holding it anymore. You're just trusting that it's on its way. Okay, and we've got the Emperor and this manifestation coming in. So either the Emperor is the manifestation or the Emperor is bringing the wish in. I feel like this Emperor might be what's coming in these ships here and is patient, moving towards love. And this manifestation, this wish coming in is part of your reciprocating relationships. What's up there? No. The Ace of Pentacles, it's like this wish, you wished upon a star, and then now the star is coming to you, right? So it's like your wish is your setting your intention, and the receiving of it is it manifested. And the hand there is in process of becoming able, solid to receive. And it coming in with the Emperor. The Emperor is about taking. So the Emperor could represent the hand, the receiver, reaching up and taking it. And the King of Pentacles, grounded in the material there, is holding the star, right? And then we've got the confident, moving forward confidently page here. With strength. $55.22 on the timestamp. Fast moving energy again. Yeah, we'll need the oracles here. I don't know. Every once in a while, I have these readings where the whole time I'm channeling, I'm just like, don't post this, don't post this, start over, delete, right? And those are the ones that I really feel I need to post for sure because they're important. We're not always confidently moving forward, and it's kind of like, you know, recalibrating, a recentering of self back to confidence, back to unwavering, back to setting intentions, because the cards are all reading as like you are magical, worthy, abundant, powerful. Things are coming to you and for you, and so there's no need to be um, unsure. There's no need to waver. It's like that bull message, right? Like it's an immovable force when it stands right in your path. It's like, look at me. There's no bull here. Well, there is bull here, but you know what I mean? Like, and so I think the only thing that may be stalling out any of these beautiful things, this one just popped out here, from getting to you is your uncertainty. And so set the intention to be certain, to be confident, to trust that all things work out in your favor. All things will reveal itself in divine timing. Whatever it is that puts the confidence back into your steps. Okay. See if any of the other fairies want to come out. Okay. So the first one, 45. Taten the Sylph, acute intellect, quickness, mental synthesis, and discernment. What we see here is mental quickness, adaptability, and enthusiasm. Ideas and opinions abound. A few are brilliant, but others vary from mediocre to downright silly. Be selective. Mental and psychic abilities may be awakening. Independent thinking is in operation. New ideas and new versions of old ideas are creating an exciting, effervescent atmosphere. Avoid excess and extremes. Minds may change often as new ideas and new ways of seeing bubble to the surface. Out of conflict and confusion, resolved by goodwill and clear thinking, a new and better understanding may come. Okay. And this one, the spirit dancer, self-expression, freedom, and exploration. Now is the time to focus and really concentrate on a project or process, especially one involving the creative arts. Spontaneity, balanced by self-discipline, will help us achieve our goals. Strive for elegance and simplicity. This is the time to bring out and share qualities that we have nurtured in private. Okay. I'm not sure if that helps clarify or not. Yeah, it's weird. Very strange. The energy of this reading is disjointed, distracted. Yeah, there's an uncertainty, hesitation. Almost like a disbelief. It's making me think back to the free will, right? You could have, your soul could have put all the touchstones and blueprints and stuff like that, but your free will is what guides your ships, right? And so, um, if you don't believe that you are worthy or that this is attainable or something for you, then, you're gonna prove yourself right. It's like check your intention. Regroup. Withdraw, reflect, and affirm. Do you feel a little scattered with so many demands on your time? It is time to regroup your energy and reflect on the underlying emotions being expressed through your current experience. You are guided to create a self affirming statement for positive change. Using affirmations in your daily routine is a powerful way to bring forth the experiences you desire. Consistent messages made with self love and conviction will replace limiting belief patterns of the past. The divine light of creation flows through your every thought, action, and emotion. You have the potential to create the life of your dreams, consolidate your energies, and redirect positive thought to your daily activities. Okay. So that validates or confirms this energy. And it's making me think of my dreams. It's like I was revisiting old timelines or dimensions where I was still caught up in karmic relationships. And that version of myself that was caught up in karmic relationships, they they were there because of limiting beliefs and lack of self-worth and all of that, right? And so this regrouping, this recentering, this refocusing back and grounding back into this dimension where, I've cut away those things. I'm not that person, those people. It's like a recentering. This is why it's important to constantly clear your energy and set the intention to release all of the old limiting beliefs and patterns across all space, time, and dimensions. Because if that's something that we do in our process, is this going and revisiting back into alternate dimensions of self, then, it's what's to say we're not bringing a little bit of that energy back with us, right? Amethyst deceiva, deception. Interesting. The deceiver mushroom comes to let you know that things may not be what they seem. You may be seeing things the wrong way, and there is deceit in some kind appearing before you. Not all deceit is bad. It can be a blessing in disguise and may not be a conscious thing. Are you deceiving yourself about something? Are you not allowing yourself to see what is right in front of you because you haven't taken the time to truly see it, or do you not want to see it? This card is like a trickster. It can talk to you in riddles, but at the same time make you face the reality of what is not seen. Is there a person or issue in your life that keeps changing like a chameleon, or something that you have perceived wrongly? Take a closer look. What puzzles you about the situation? Is your logic saying one thing and your intuition another? Let your intuition be your guide always. Then, when things appear to be one thing but are actually another, your intuition will know. Your intuition is your soul compass. Trust it implicitly. Sometimes assumptions are made about people or situations, and this can come from a limited understanding or lack of interest in really getting to know more. Take the time to really observe and research the situation until you are 100% sure of what you're looking at. Don't let looks be deceiving. Okay, well, that seems like something to definitely meditate on, this whole reading. I mean, I have to post it just so I can look at it when I watch it, from a different perspective and see what it is, what's going on, why, I need to understand it. I need to see it from a different perspective because, yeah, it's so bizarre. Like, I'm seeing all this gorgeousness, but my mind is like not getting on board with it or something, or resisting it, or I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Something's going on and it's weirding me out. Okay. So let's just end it. Let's just end it. I'm going to throw in some of these affirmation cards. That seems like a lot, but they're all face down, which if you look, these ones, they're not all face down. So let's take them. Release, yes, release the old things. Understand what the hell you're talking about. Harmony, find the harmony within. Be aware of the things that you are attracting. The stillness with meditation, witnessing yourself, others as a mirror of what is happening for you. Take action when it feels right. Okay, have empathy in all of the things, this ability to see things from different perspectives. Communication, speak your truth no matter what it sounds like. And teaching, through sharing, you learn and teach simultaneously. Okay, there it is. The most weird reading I've ever done. If you made it this far, oh my God, I'm sorry. No, I'm just kidding. But kind of like, what the frick? Check down in the comments because I intend to have some clarity when I watch it from a different perspective. Okay, not as the reader, but as the listener. So there you are. There you have it. I think there's some gorgeous, beautiful things in here. Well, there was like there is, right? It's there. It's there. Okay. So find a way to be steadfast in your intentions. Use your will for harmony and love. All right. Okay. Love you. See you next time. Okay. Bye.